Today we're going to be trying to fix our brake line issue and hopefully getting some resistance in this pedal. Alright, so we're having some brake issues and you can see that we have some chaos going on right here. So what's funny about this is a year and a half ago or whatever, when I first installed this, one of the first things I did was put in the master cylinders and get everything. I snapped one of the 90-degree angles off the master cylinder itself and got that replaced and everything's good. Well, I believe that was the right one. So here it is. We come to actually start pumping the brakes and getting some fluid in there, and all of a sudden starts dripping out everywhere under the dash, and of course the left one is not working. And so it seemed that for whatever reason this part here was actually cross-threaded. So I got a new 90 and I needed to put a new thing on the brake line, which means I had to unbend the original line and then cut it. And I got a flare tool from the store, and this thing is a piece of junk. I mean, it's the biggest piece of junk you've ever seen. And I've used stuff like that before. In fact, if you go to the build school, they allow you to flare lines if you've never done it before. And so I practiced and I did a bunch of flaring lines. Of course, that was a long time ago. But anyways, I tried twice to reflare this while it's in the car and not sitting on a desktop with, you know, a vise or something like that. And my flares kept coming out like 10% or 20% tilted. So, and this tool is horrible to begin with, like it wasn't even working correctly out of the box when it comes to the screws and stuff. So what I found was this nice little gadget here. And what's cool about this is you actually stick the pipe in there. It can't go anywhere. It doesn't change. It doesn't morph. It won't bend 10 degrees or 20 degrees. It is there, butted up against the end. You clamp it down and then you do your thing to it, and it's going to make a perfect flare at the end, and a double flare if you need it, without changing anything, without a vise, without doing anything. So I'm totally psyched about this. So hopefully what will happen is I'll be able to repair this line and get that in there. And depending on what happens, this might be a temporary fix, because if I would have had that tool the other day, it might not have been a temporary fix. But I've already cut this pipe twice, so it's already a little short. And, you know, I had some bend in it, so I got a little bit of room to work with. But I need to cut it one more time and then use this new flaring tool. And I can't replace that line until the body's off the car. So I'm kind of stuck right now. So it's just kind of is what it is. So hopefully I do one more cut. I use this tool. I get the brake line to actually fit and work and get pressure in the brakes. And then, you know, once I got like 200-300 miles on the car, take this all apart, get ready for paint, and replace that line if I need to. So we'll see how it goes. So my neighbor Bob came over and helped me get some pressure into the brake lines by help bleeding lines. Now, you might have been sitting there saying, hey, don't start on the front left. You need to start on the furthest one in the back. And that is actually true. You do need to do that. But you got to remember, off camera, when we found the leaky brake line, we actually did the whole car. And then once I got pressure in the pedal, boom, sprung a leak. And that's when all havoc happened. Well, the leak that we sprung was the front. And so what we did is we started on the shortest of the front to get all the air out of that line that was created by fixing that line. And then once we did that, then we moved to the back, and then we went to the other back, and then the furthest away over here, and then the shortest over here. And so it looked like it might have been out of sequence, but actually it wasn't. It was actually designed for a reason. So in any case, we do have pressure in the lines, and everything seems to be okay. Of course, I haven't actually felt it with my foot because I don't really have a seat in there to do that. But with my hands, I had a lot of pressure, and I got my reservoirs filled up, and it doesn't seem to be any leaks at this point, so that's a really good thing. And so, we're just getting closer and closer and closer, and so I'm really excited about that. Till next time, have a great day.